Welcome Capricorn, this is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your May bonus reading. Inspired by the solar eclipse energy, we're still enjoying Sun and Moon in Taurus conjunct Uranus. And this particular configuration is helping us to make the changes that we have realized over the past many months of deep soul work, facing our uncomfortable feelings and experiences that we'd rather avoid, really digging in, doing that work to understand our triggers so that we are able to recognize the changes we need to make in our personal lives and in our communities or the world at large. So this beautiful time is in keeping with spring. This is helping us to make gentle, pleasurable changes that we would ordinarily be fearful or stubborn about moving towards. If you enjoy this reading, if you find it useful, please like and subscribe to my channel, and thank all of you that do. So let's get started, Capricorn, with your overall energy. The Five of Cups is indicating that you have been focused on an uncontrollable focus on your on grieving, remorse, experiences in the past that were unsatisfying, that were disappointing, that were not meeting an expectation that you once had. These experiences are quite likely distant and repetitive, and you have been focused on the grieving in such a way that the grieving itself has become comfortable. And what you are now turning your attention toward is what remains from these experiences, releasing the sadness, loneliness, and self-recriminations of the experiences. You are now recognizing that with the Two of Cups remaining, you have still the ability to connect deeply to self, to others, and to your heart's desires. The 10th house shows how you are seen by the world, and we have the Emperor card. This means that the world is showing you in complete and capable control. You are the author of your own life. You take ownership for every aspect of your life, and you are comfortable recognizing that you have realized and manifested your goals repeatedly. You have experience in doing so, and this is what makes you in many ways a leader, or certainly one who inspires and can manage the leadership of others. In the first house, your own attitude and focus, your daily perspective has been on your healing process. And the Six of Swords indicates that you have turned away from what has been chaotic, disturbing, or unsettling in your past experiences and moved on towards finding peace and acceptance in new arenas, new activities, and new vistas. So this is very much a 6. It's a balancing card, and this is helping you to not only find a resolution to the chaos that you may be experiencing, but also to find acceptance in the lessons that you've learned from these disappointments. In the 4th house, we have the King of Swords. And this is really about you looking at, reflecting through your memory, through your personal history, through the experiences of your family of origin, perhaps formative experiences in your life where you are understanding the way your thoughts have created what may have been disappointments as well as successes. But you are now in control of your thoughts. You are clear that the pursuit of your truth requires your rational dedication to the steps of a process that can manifest the outcomes that you desire. And in the 7th house of significant others, we have the 3 of Cups. This is not only the ability to empathize with those, to share consolation, resources, and attention, nurturance, and care, but this is also about the celebration of a community in which your emotions and positive feelings can be shared and amplified through the activity of compassion, sharing, growth, love, and care. So I'm going to start with the 1st house and clarify the 6 of Swords with the Lover's card in the 2nd house and the 10 of Swords in the 3rd. I see a real heart battle going on for you, Capricorn, in which you are seeking to gain a mastery over the choices that are available to you and the experiences of disappointment, betrayal, and heartache that you've experienced. This sense of pain and suffering has not simply come as a result of a disappointment in partnership, but it has come through many of your intimate experiences in which you have felt misunderstood. The Lovers, however, clarifies that the gaining of self-knowledge, the building up of your deep connection to who you are, who you have been, and who you can be has really grown and been shaped by this deep alliance and self-knowledge that is the establishment and the basis of relationships going forward. This is not simply relationships with others, it is with your heart's desires. The things that you desire in life have been a process of recognizing that your role is no longer to fulfill the expectations of others, to accommodate the pleasure or the love of others, to care for others, to nurture others, but it is to be in relationship with those that reflect those very capacities that you give so generously back to you. This is making way to receive. It is also your now hard-earned experience that the choices you make for you are based on a lifetime of learning how to discriminate and let go of things that are tempting, that may feel good in the short term, but that do not have the longevity of true self-knowledge, true connection, and true empowerment. And the 10 of Swords, again, is that sense of experiencing the sense of suffering through many channels, through your communication, talking about these experiences, sharing this vulnerability and what you've learned with others. And it's really the flip side of the strong facade that we display as Capricorns, the part of us that wants to control everything because of the fear of disappointment, betrayal, and hurt that we've experienced so often through our intimate relations. The King of Swords in the 4th house is clarified by the High Priestess in the 5th and the Hierophant in the 6th. So this is indicating the wealth of self-knowledge that this is based on, this mining of your memory, your history, your ancestry, your formative experiences is really amplifying this deep self-knowledge that you have gained throughout all of your experiences. This is you really holding to your ancestry, allowing your history, your authorities you recognize to speak to you, to confirm and affirm the path that you're on, the knowledge that you have, and the information you came into this world with to share and contribute with others, which you do through your commitment to this wisdom that is a part of your heritage, that is a part of your well of self-knowledge. You are open to learning and understanding that learning is a process of teaching and learning again, so that you are in a continual state of asking for answers, asking for help and assistance, and then able to share that process with others. The Three of Cups in the 7th house is clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So in your deepest relationships, you are able to share resources that you contribute and that are contributed by others. This is you keeping up with a whole new experience of possibilities. So the Two of Pentacles indicates you're juggling, you're keeping up, you're moving and acting as you're learning without the luxury to contemplate. That contemplation needed, the planning, the meditation has already been done. It's been done throughout your entire life. You came in with this knowledge that you are now able to integrate into your daily practical life so that you can build towards a more productive future. And in the 9th house, the Nine of Pentacles is a double blessing. You have gained independence not only in terms of your self-knowledge, your self-reliance, your ability to establish and stabilize your personal wealth and abundance, but you've also allowed yourself to gain a unique and independent voice in those communications that you share in the larger world. Your communications through education, through travel, through your spiritual growth and development. You are contributing a unique and independent voice that must be heard. The Emperor in the 10th house is clarified by the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. In the 11th house, the arenas, the institutions, the organizations, the communities in which you've worked, you have outgrown those in many ways. You have really, I want to say, massaged the experiences of suffering, of growth, of joy, of disappointment and heartache, so that you are recognized that you are no longer gaining what you want to gain from those environments that you find yourself in. This is you expanding, moving past a situation you've outgrown and moving into a larger arena, looking for meaning elsewhere, continuing to climb that mountain alone. And this is a card of success. This is not a card of abandonment, but it is a card of recognizing that there is so much more for you elsewhere, and you're moving towards that. The 12th house is where all that you've learned, all that you've gained have motivated you with the Nine of Wands to continue this exploration, to expand your base, to expand your knowledge and your familiarity, your knowledge of unfamiliar terrains, cultures, experiences, relationships. You are on a quest for meaning. And this meaning is empowering your creativity, your ability to grow, develop and create new and inspirational vehicles that will allow you to find meaning and connection throughout the world in a much larger sphere. I'm going to complete this reading, Capricorn, with a hummingbird oracle. In keeping with the season, if you've enjoyed this reading, if you find it useful, please like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you all for your beautiful comments. I enjoy reading them. And for all of you who support me in all the ways that you do. And I just pulled Honeysuckle Red. And this card says, sweet and fiery. Your emotions are at the root of the situation. Use the color red to soothe and heal. Capricorn, I'm going to leave it here. I thank you for your time and attention. Until next time, Namaste.